Hey guys, so it's another pregnancy update by yours truly. But before I do that, I have got to tell you this ridiculously funny story when we went shopping in Walmart yesterday. So Tim and I and Jordan, we were shopping, and I'm pushing the cart because Tim is trying to grab as much stuff as possible so we can get out of there because they didn't have any of those ridiculous, those little rolling cart things that people use when they're foot is broken or whatever. So he makes me use those when we go to Walmart, and I despise them. They're so terrible. I know I'm like 8 months pregnant, but damn it, I don't want to be in one of those things because they have the beep beep sound like as you're backing up. It's really embarrassing. So I try to avoid them at all costs. Luckily, yesterday they didn't have them, so we were trying to hurry up and get everything done. And so Jordan has been learning about all of her body parts. She knows where her nose and her mouth and everything is. And lately she's been very crazy obsessed with the fact that mommy has boobies because she sees me put on my bra, or she'll see my bra and ask me, what is this for? And I say, well, maybe that's for your boobies. And she goes, oh, I have boobies too. So she's been talking about her boobies for the past couple of weeks now, and Daddy's all freaked out about it because he doesn't want her to ever have boobies. So we're walking, and she says there's a little girl and her dad walking by, and this gentleman happens to be a little heavier set, with a shirt that's a little too snug for his own good, and Jordan says, Mommy, I have boobies. And I said, okay, baby, yes, we'll talk about your boobies later. And she was like, he has boobies too. And she points to him. She points to this man and says, look, Mommy, look at his boobies. And I was mortified. I did not know what to do because the fact is that, yes, this man had boobies. And what am I supposed to explain to my 2-year-old? And I told her, I said, baby, we can't say things like that in this store. Kids will say the darndest things. I had a good laugh out of it. My husband had a good laugh out of it. I figured you guys would too, so I wanted to share it because it was a very cute moment. I don't think that he heard it. I'm praying that he didn't because I would be really, really sad for him. So that's my funny of the day. That's what happened yesterday. Update on the pregnancy. So went to the doctor last Thursday. And she said that the reason why I'm measuring so far ahead is because I carry a lot of fluid. So the fluid is making me super big, 3 weeks ahead actually. Baby is measuring just fine. She's like 3.7 pounds or so. So she's pretty much right on target. So we're at 33 weeks this week. 33 weeks, yeah. So we have 6 weeks left before my actual C-section is supposed to occur on October the 10th, or less if she decides to come any sooner. So the reason why I've been having all these crazy contractions and things that have been happening, I finally found out what it was because I was tired of feeling like a crazy person with having all this stuff happen to me. And what I ended up finding out was that I have something called prodromal labor. I asked my doctor about it. She said she had never heard of the term. So supposedly, prodromal labor is where you have actual contractions that don't dilate you. It's just pain for no absolute reason. And it's funny because this happened to me with my first, but they just coined it as preterm labor, and it was just one of those things. I was inexperienced. I didn't know what was going on. I just knew it hurt. So when I went in to be induced with my first, that's why I never progressed. I was in 12 hours in labor. They gave me Pitocin. They had me on all this crap, and it never went anywhere. And I ended up with a C-section due to her heart rate dropping. So now here we are again, now at 33 weeks, and I'm continuously having these contractions back to back to back, and not these cute little Braxton Hicks that, oh, my tummy gets tight. These back breaking, it's in my back, it's in my stomach. I want to lay down. Someone please get this baby out of me. I hope my water breaks sometime soon kind of contractions. So laying down doesn't initially help these contractions. It takes a while for them to even remotely subside. The patterns are kind of off. So I never really know when I'm going into labor or not because I didn't get to go into labor naturally the first time. So I don't really know what to expect with this one. So the doctor just wants me to keep an eye on it. Kind of keep track of how often the contractions are happening and monitor them and see if we can find a pattern of any sort. So I guess as long as I'm not bleeding and I'm not leaking amniotic fluid, we're in the clear for now. So that's the current update. But, you know, for anybody that may have gone through this, had actual contractions, your doctor hadn't really told you much about it, that's the kind of the information I was able to find out. She says that she's had a few patients in the past where this has happened to, but they didn't really have a term for it. It was like an irritable uterus. Yeah, my uterus is real irritable right now. So that's the update so far. So stay tuned for more as the saga continues.